Good afternoon, friends. Uh, it's 4, so let's start now. My presentation on quality management system ISO 9001 2015. Overview. It will be a small presentation, and we will be talking about quality, then management system, water management system. Then we will have a look on different principles of quality management system. There are 7 principles, and then we will have outlook of ISO 9001. So as we see ISO 9001 2015, what does the ISO stand for? ISO, the full form of ISO is International Organization for Standardization. I'll come on that. This 9001, from where this number came. Actually, ISO, the International Organization for Standardization, they have some sort of system of numbering the standards, and all 9000 series are of quality management system or quality management standards. So they have categorized in 9000 series. So its number is 9001, and 2015 is the version in which year the standard was published. It was published in 2015. Then I have the first slide. Let's talk of ISO. As I said, the full form is International Organization for Standardization. It is a private non-governmental organization based in Geneva, Switzerland. And as we know, every country has one standard body. Per country, there is one standard body. Like in Nepal, NBSM, Nepal Bureau of Standards and Metrology, and in India, Bureau of Indian Standard, BIS, and in Bangladesh, BSTI, Bangladesh Standard and Testing Institute, and so on. So ISO is worldwide federation of national standards body and globally applicable standards. And they develop standards on different product, service, process, test methods, terminology, management system, and so on. And this standard ISO 9001 is one of the ISO standards. This is management system standards, and there are 165 members. More than 20,500 standards have been developed by ISO, and they develop is through technical committees. There are more than 229 technical committee has been established. Quality management system related standards are developed by TC 176, Technical Committee 176. And one more thing I would like to mention here, ISO, the role of ISO is to develop and publish standards. It does not have any role in certification. There is a policy of neutrality in ISO. What they say, developing a standards and certification, carrying out certification, both from the same institution is somewhat conflict of interest. So their policy is of neutrality. They do not certify. So remember, ISO does not have any role in certification. Certification is done by some governmental or private body separate from ISO. They have no link with ISO. ISO simply develop a standard and publish it, sell it for the users. The users may be the government, the maybe certification body, any client, industry, or anybody. Second thing I would like to make you clear, we usually hear ISO certified industries. That is wrong. It's not ISO certified. ISO does not certify any industry. Actually, ISO 9001 2015 certified industry. That is correct. Now we move on to next slide. Quality. What is quality? Let's talk of quality. Since this standard is quality management system, everything is based on quality. So let's discuss what is quality. Different quality guru has they have given different definition in different times, and as we understand its fitness for use or purposes. The object or product is designed for some purpose, and if it fits, then it is of quality. If a pen writes well, it is of good quality. Even the pen is made of high quality material, its feature is good, its look is good, but it does not write, it does not fulfill the purpose, it does not fulfill the use, so it is of bad quality. Another definition is conformance to standards or requirements. In case of engineering product like steel bar, if it complies with certain standard, then it is of good quality. And uh, some other products, it conforms to some specific requirement, it is of good quality. If it does not comply with the requirement, it is of bad quality, simply speaking. Then there is another definition, how best we can do some work, how best we can deliver the service, the degree of excellence. And there's other definition also, it's customer satisfaction. If see, the quality is perception of customer, how customer perceive your product or service. And so it's customer in ISO 9001 quality management system, this definition has been given more emphasis. Everything revolves around the customer. If the customer is satisfied, it is the product and service is supposed to be of high quality. So, and this quality management system starts from customer requirements uh, and ends with customer satisfaction. So if customers are satisfied, if the organization is able to fulfill the needs and expectation of customers, then that is a good quality. That is a good quality. ISO 9000, they have defined it, and they have defined it recently in 2015. I had seen the earlier version, the definition was something else. Now they have defined the degree to which a set of inherent characteristics of an object fulfills requirements. Look at this definition. This is defined by ISO 9000, 2015 version. Degree to which a set of inherent characteristics. Characteristics uh, can be inherent or assigned. Inherent means permanent characteristics, like physical characteristics, physical characteristics, mechanical properties, electrical properties, chemical, characteristics. Those are inherent characteristics. Assigned characteristics, like price of a product, that is assigned. So in this sense, price is not quality characteristics. So here they have made it clear, inherent characteristics. Inherent characteristics of an object. What is an object? Object, it's an entity or item. An example of object can be product, process, or service, anything. Fulfills the requirements. Requirement may be customer requirement, regulatory requirements, or requirement stipulated in standards. So now, if we read this definition, degree to which a set of inherent characteristics of an object fulfills the requirements. I would like to show this figure. There are three horses. One horse is for the merchant who carry heavy stuffs for trading. Another horse is for, warrior. they go to in the war with the horse, and another horse is a racing horse that is used for race. So if you give the merchant the racing horse, it is of no use. They are going to carry their product, their goods or stuff on uh, the horse for trading purpose. So that does not fit their purpose. So perception of quality differs. It depends upon the use. What type of use? The quality of all three horses, they are good, but how the customer use your product or service, that is important, and if it fits their use, it is of good quality. Some more words with regard to quality in an organization. Quality promotes a culture that results in change in behavior, attitude, activities or process, and that deliver value through fulfilling the needs and expectation of customer. So it changes quality in an organization, changes the attitude, the behavior of people, and there will be changes in activity and process, and that would add value to your organization and to your product or service delivery. Another angle is the ability of an organization to satisfy the customer and intended unintended impact on relevant interested parties. And more, if you want to see meeting performance or intended functions of your product or service is not just enough for quality. It goes some further. Quality of product and service includes not only their intended function and performance, but also their perceived value and benefit to customer. If you are delivering your product to customer having complied with certain standards, that is not enough. I mean the on time delivery, the prompt address of complaint, those sort of thing, after sales service, maybe sometimes those sort of thing are also of importance for the customer, and the industry or the organization should be able to fulfill those expectations of customer too. Now we will talk of management system. What is management system? ISO 9000 2015 version defines it. Set of interrelated and interacting elements of an organization to establish policies and objectives and processes to achieve those objectives. What are interrelated and interacting elements in an organization? Uh, those elements, maybe it's procedure, processes, responsibility, its resources, and those interact uh, and to achieve the defined objective in policy. I will explain in some other way. Uh, Suppose you have an organization structure. You define your policy and objective, and then you establish processes, different processes in our organization, and suppose in industry there are different processes. Purchase is one of the process, production process, maybe quality control, administration and HR, and sales and marketing, and so on. There are different process, and those process interact with each other. Output of one process can be input to another process, like output from purchase may be input to production, output of production may be input to uh, sales and marketing. So there is interrelation and interaction between the processes, and then you establish the control system, monitoring system, and improvement system in that organization, and whole the elements, all the processes and other elements are focused on achieving the policy and related objective of the organization. This is how the management system works. This is management system. And if the policy and objective is related to quality, it is quality management system. If the policy and objectives are related to environmental performance, then it is environmental management system. If the policies and objective are related with occupational health and safety, it is occupational health and safety management system, and so on. If it is related with food safety, it is food safety management system. And there are different management system, and ISO has developed different standards for different management system. We are talking now of quality management system based on ISO 9001. Let's talk about quality management principles. There are 7 principles. It is given by ISO 9000. There were 8 principles. Now they have given 7 principles. These principles are customer focused leadership, engagement of people, process approach, improvement, evidence based decision making, relationship management. Briefly, we will talk of each principle. The first is customer focus. As we have seen, the customer is the key element in quality management system. It starts with understanding the requirements of customer. It is as input, and the output is customer satisfaction. So customer is has to be given more focus. And how it is given more focus? You collect feedback from customer, you conduct customer survey, interact with customer, know their needs and expectation, their requirement, and you design your system based on those requirement, and then you deliver the product in order to satisfy the customer. So the first is customer focus, the principle. And in quality management system standard ISO 9000, you will see all those principles are incorporated in that standards. So second is leadership. Leadership is all about establishing unity of purpose and direction, and creating a condition where all the people are engaged in achieving the organizational goal, its policy, vision, and mission. It's about encouraging, inspiring, and recognizing people's contribution in order to achieve the common goal of the organization. It's about leadership, about the commitment to comply with regulatory requirement, this management system, to implement quality management system, to satisfy its customer, those sort of commitment. And what a leader does, they direct and direct and control the whole organization, and it is in the center. So there is a dedicated clause number 5 of ISO 9000 is on leadership, and this principle has also been incorporated in the standard. Third is engagement of people. As we know, the competent or engaged people that will deliver the product of value. Involvement of people is most important. Not just top management or leadership will do everything. From floor personnel to top level, everybody has assigned with some responsibility, some duties, and if they know their duty and responsibility well, they can deliver. They are going to deliver better product and service. So through different means in organization, through communication, through interaction, through people in the organization at all levels shall be involved in organization. That is what it sells, engagement of people. And it's people, they will deliver for the organization a quality product or service. Process approach. What is a process? Process is activity which converts input into output. So there, as I said earlier, there are different processes in the organization: purchase process, production process, quality control, and other processes. And this standard also focused in process that the objective shall be set process wise and function wise. This standard says this. So there will be key performance indicators, indicators of processes, measurable objectives, and it is linked with achieving the overall policy of the organization. So, and whole the organization, whole the system of organization can also be taken as the process. Like we give input to organization like customer satisfaction and other thing. I'll come on that. And we deliver product or service, and the output may be customer satisfaction. So as a whole, the system, a coherent system is that where the interrelation and interaction of process is proper, and the individual here, one thing is important. There are so many processes in the organization. Those processes are taken into account, and there is whole the system is also as a process. We can see also, we will see that. Improvement. This is important. What is improvement? It is enhanced performance of an organization. How do you know the my organization has improved? You can see the process indicators. If that has improved, that has and that is in terms of measured value, like your customer satisfaction, that increases from 70 to 80%. Your organization has improved. The complaint, if it reduces from 5 to 2, it has improved. There are indicators, and mostly you can improve by different data analysis, by taking corrective action, by innovation, or by improvement, maybe gradual improvement or breakthrough improvement. There can be so many type of improvement, and the whole system is designed for improvement of the uh, industry or organization. And there is a dedicated clause 10 for improvement in ISO 9000. Then there is evidence based decision making. Evidence based decision making, it was in earlier version factual approach to decision making. The organization shall make decision based on data and information. That is important. uh, there are so many data in the, I mean, as this standard says, uh, the monitoring, measuring, and evaluation will be done. So monitoring and evaluation of data will give you real picture, and the industry shall make decisions based on those data and information, not just a subjective kind of thing or instinct or something. So decision has to be taken in accordance with the data analysis results. Relationship management. Yes, there are some interested party in the organization, including customer, suppliers, maybe regulators, or local community, and there are so many. So there should be relationship management, the relation with if you win the confidence of customer, if you win the confidence of supplier, you'll be smooth in producing consistent quality of product or service. So this standard also emphasis on relationship management, relationship with different stakeholders, different interested parties. Now, quality management system requirement. We just see the scope. Let's see. There are, the keywords have been highlighted. Uh, Scope, it says, if the organization needs to demonstrate its ability to consistently provide product or services that meet customer and applicable legal requirement. Please note that means customer and applicable legal requirement. And second, aims to enhance customer satisfaction through, effective application of system and process improvement, etc., and the assurance of conformity to customer and legal requirements. See, for legal requirement, you don't have option, you have to follow that. There's no alternative. The more focus in the scope is meeting customer requirement, enhancing customer satisfaction, and assurance of conformity to customer requirements. That is what I wanted you to draw your attention on this scope. So main focus is of this standard is on customer. Applicability, where ISO 9001 2015 is applicable. Well, it is quality management system requirements. It is applicable. This standard is generic. Generic means applicable to all. Everywhere it can be applied. And it is intended to be of any organization. It can be applied to any organization regardless of its type, size, product, services it provides. It can be applied in any type of organization, be that hotel, hospital, steel plant, cement plant, or school, college, educational institutions, government offices, ministries, departments, or anywhere, or any shop. Everywhere it can be applied. It is a generic standard. It can be applied in multinational company as well as in very small business entity, and doesn't matter what kind of product or service it provides, it is applicable everywhere. Now would like to come to this slide. uh, See, whole the system is given as a process. You must have heard the PDCA cycle. It is called Deming cycle. Dr. Deming has invented this cycle: plan, do, check, act. If you want to do something, first plan it, then do it. That means implement it. Then check it, whether it is going as per your plan or not. And then act it, improve there. If it is not, if there is deviation, discrepancy, or then you can take corrective action, suitable action to improve. So whole the system, whole the standard is in this figure given in PDCA mode. Let me explain it. From clause 4 to clause 10 are the standards requirements. So in planning, in as a input in this system, as a input is customer requirement, and along with customer requirement, we also take consider the context of organization and needs and expectation of relevant interested parties as input. What is context of organization? These are internal and external issues of the organization. Internal issues such as the issues related with employees, the governance of the industry, their competence, employees competence, the technology, the processes. Those are internal issues. What are external issues? External issue can be political, can be economical, can be environmental, can be social, can be legal, and so on, applicable to that organization, affecting those issues to product and service of that organization. So those issues are also taken as input. If that issue needs to be addresses, if there is a risk in those issues, that needs to be taken as input to the system. Needs and expectation of relevant interested party. Who are relevant interested party? Say in industry, relevant interested parties. One is major is customer, maybe another is supplier, maybe the governmental bodies, relevant governmental bodies, maybe the investors, maybe the banks, maybe the local community. So these are interested parties. So the organization need to uh, understand the needs and expectation of those interested parties. In another case, it is the interested party is defined. The standard says those people who can influence the industry's decision or who can be influenced by the decision of the industry. Those are interested party. You may say stakeholders. So context, organizational context, external internal issue, needs and expectation of interested party, and customer requirements are taken as input. And what is output? Output is product or service or customer satisfaction. Now we see the in 4 clause, this context of organization is there. We see in the center is leadership. Leadership is always at center. And then in planning phase, PDCA plan, there is 6 clause is planning. There we plan everything. The object, we set up objective, we make actions, action plan to achieve those objectives. We also consider risk associated and opportunity to be tapped, and those we plan for tapping those opportunity and minimize or mitigate those risks, all includes in plan. Then in doing phase, in implementation phase, we have support and operation. Support is clause 7 and operation is clause 8. In support, we have some sort of documentation, and then we provide resources, human resource, physical resource, and other resources. And then in operation, from incoming raw material to dispatch and marketing, everything it covers. So we implement it. Then we come to performance evaluation checking part. What we do there, we measure, we monitor the process, we measure the process. What are the things to be measured in the system? First, or if there is product has to be measured. Then process has to be measured. Resources has to be measured. Customer has to be measured. Customer satisfaction, we measure customer satisfaction. So these things are measured, and we check. We carry internal audit. We check. We had planned something. If it is going as per our plan, or there is any deviation or discrepancy or departure. If there is any departure to our plan, then those deviations are non-conformity, and we do corrective, root cause analysis and all, and we take suitable action, corrective action, something to minimize those deviation departures. And then we act, and at that is improvement. So we in improvement, we take corrective actions. We take input from management review, other datas, and then we, for next planning, it will be the input. So in improvement, we try to narrow down the deviation of the system from planning. And secondly, for next planning, the improvement part, that will be the data will be input for next planning, means next setting up policy and objectives, and so on. And the output of the system is customer satisfaction and product and service. Today we have just seen overview of this quality management system standards. Next time we will enter into the standard. This is just a background. We need to go further. to enter into the standard, we need those sort of knowledge, knowledge and information. That's why this was important, and this is it. If there is question, you can place it on chat box,